I have made over $6,000 from this exact YouTube channel with less than 2,000 subscribers without being monetized, without doing sponsors, and without selling my soul for views. And none of the online YouTube, how to grow on YouTube gurus will ever tell you this, but you do not need to blow up on YouTube if you want to make a fuck ton of money. And in this video, I'm going to teach you my 5-step protocol to making your first $1,000 from YouTube, even if you got less than 100 subscribers. And so if you just want to be like a famous social media influencer or whatever, then you can click off this video right now. But if you're like me, and you're like the rest of us here, and you want to make a fuck ton of money and stop being broke and actually start achieving things in your life, then this video is for you. And so right now, get rid of any distractions you may have, put this video in full screen and find somewhere that you can make your notes, because I'm probably going to save you a heck ton of time from going down the wrong path. My name is Sam Millison, and I'm going to make you a fuck ton of money from your YouTube channel. What do you think the easiest way to make $1,000 from your YouTube channel is? Because it's not AdSense, because we already know you get paid like $3 per 1,000 views you get. It's also not doing sponsors, because you need to have like a massive brand and a really strong following to do sponsors and actually get paid a decent amount from it. And it's also not blowing up on YouTube and become famous and doing interviews and podcasts. The fastest way and the easiest way to make $1,000 from your YouTube channel while it's still small is to sell a product to your audience. Essentially what you do is you make helpful videos, educational videos on YouTube, which help people with some problem they may have that you have already solved for yourself. And you build up a following of other guys who are watching your videos to try and improve in this thing that you have already improved in. So you teach your lessons to them and they improve their lives, and you build up a following of these guys who are following you because you've helped them so much. And then what you do, you go away and you create some sort of paid educational product like a course or a coaching package, and you get a link for that and you put that link in your description. And then during the video, you tell these guys who are following you, because you've already helped them so much and they really love you because of that, you just tell them, yeah, if you want to get more help, there's a link in my description to get more help from me. You can pay some money to buy my course, to buy my coaching. And what they do, they'll go and click your link in the description, and then they'll go and buy your product. And then you'll make money from that, and you'll at the same time be helping them. And it is literally as easy as that. And it's honestly really surprising how easy it is to do it. It's the exact reason I've been able to make so much money from such a small YouTube channel, because it's not about getting loads of followers and getting really big. It's simply about getting the right types of followers who will pay you money. Because you have been lied to by absolutely everyone, especially like these YouTube gurus telling you to like increase your click-through rate, increase your retention and everything. And maybe if you get 1 million views, then you can make some money. They have lied to you, because they give the advice on their YouTube videos that gets you views. They don't actually give the advice on their videos that's actually going to make people money. Okay, because if these like influencers like vidIQ and all those like YouTube, you know what I mean, the how to grow on YouTube gurus, their advice, if they told you, yeah, sell a product to your audience, they would get hated on by all these poor people, because you probably know this too. It's like, there's this like stigma in society, and no one actually talks about this. There's this like stigma in society that all these like, no one actually likes to like confidently make money. Like no one will actually say to the camera like, yes, I want to make a fuck ton of money. We're young guys, okay, we are willing to work hard as fuck to make money, and we want to make money, and so we can openly say, yes, we want to make money. But all this like vidIQ and like fucking Nate Brown, I can't remember his name, Nate Black or whatever, these guys, they tell you, like, oh yeah, increase your click-through rate, you got to do this with YouTube Shorts, use this little tactic to gain 1,000 subscribers in 9 days and whatever. They're all lying to you. They're telling you, like, if you want to be like a glam influencer and like, yeah guys, like, you know, the like classical Instagram influencers and everything. If you want to be one of them and just have a big following and get into like controversies and stuff, okay, go and do that. We are not talking about this. We are young guys wanting to make money, okay? And so we need to ignore their advice, because they give the advice out that makes the poor people happy. They give the easy advice out saying, yeah, you just need to improve your thumbnails a bit and then you'll get 1 million views. Because the reality of it is you simply just got to sell a product to your audience and build up a following of guys who you actually help. But if like vidIQ and all these like big, like, you know, how to grow on YouTube growers, if they gave this advice out saying, yeah, you got to sell a product to your audience, they would get hated on by all these poor people. Because as I said, there's like a stigma in society that making money by selling a product is a bad thing, because these like poor people who are never ever going to get rich, they all think like all these online influencers and people selling products, they're scammers. And so if vidIQ is literally the best example I can give, I fucking hate them so much. They literally tell you to like just get bigger and build a bigger following and get money from AdSense. Because if they said that you've got to sell a product, then all these poor people who watch them, they would hate on vidIQ and all these other YouTube gurus, and then these YouTube gurus would lose their audience. And it's just like, it's so stupid because all these like vidIQ YouTube gurus and shit, they never ever change their life. You've never actually heard someone say, oh yeah, vidIQ changed my life. You would laugh at them if they said that. But the thing is, these YouTube gurus, they all sell their own courses and their own products as well, okay? And so they're literally just giving you like the easy advice and like coddling you just to like get more views and just to make more money for themselves. And I'll be completely honest with you, because you've probably already seen the link in my description. I sell a course too, okay? And that's because I'm not scared of telling you that I want to make money. I'm not scared of telling you that you need to make money too. I'm not scared of telling you that I want to make a fuck ton of money from you watching my videos. That's basically, that's actually the second reason why I'm making these videos. We'll get onto the first reason in a second. But all these, like, I just hate them so much because there's this just like stigma in society that making money is a bad thing. Like making money by having a business is a bad thing. And then all these like YouTube growers, they play into that too. And they like, no one actually just says to you, yes, you need to make money. Yes, you have to make money. Yes, making money is a good thing. You probably had, and I still had this too. It's like this subconscious, like, belief trauma like ingrained into your mind that when you sell something you're a scammer. I still like look at my own channel sometimes, and even though I'm like genuinely changing people's lives and helping people to make money for themselves and helping other people to improve their lives, I still see myself like sometimes when I'm like in that bad mindset and in a bad mood as almost like a scammer. And that's because we've got this like subconscious belief ingrained into our minds by society that making money by selling things online is a bad thing. We really just have to get around this, because as young men who are willing to work hard as fuck to make a lot of money and they become rich as fuck, we need to just like let go of this belief that is being ingrained into everyone. We need to like disconnect from all the poor people who are never ever going to become rich like we are. And we just have to almost forget about them, because the crazy thing is as well, is that all these like poor people, they all like preach to go to university and go down a normal career and everything. They will pay like $50,000 or more like to go to university and get like a professor to teach them and to get a degree or something like that. But then they'll call someone who's selling an online product for like $500, which is probably actually more educational than the university itself, a scammer. And it's just mind-boggling, because they all just go along with like the crowd beliefs, like the herd mentality. And as you already know, like the herd mentality, like basically 99% of people aren't going to become successful. And so if you want to be the 1% that become successful, you're going to have to disconnect from them, okay? And you're going to have to let go of their beliefs. Basically everybody in your life who's ever given you advice are against you, because they don't actually want you to become rich, because then they'll be jealous of you, because then you'll be getting ahead of them. Everybody wants you to be successful until you surpass them, okay? And so if poor people are giving you advice on how to become rich, they're not actually giving you the right advice on how to make millions, because they haven't made millions. They're giving you the advice that will get you up to their point. But their point is literally working a 9-to-5 job that they hate and basically being in modern slavery. And so do not listen to them. You have to disconnect from them. I'm one of the very few people in the world, especially in this online space, who will be honest with you and tell you that you need to be making money if you want to live your life to the maximum. You should not be scared of making money. I want to make money. Making money is needed to go traveling. It's needed to buy anything you want. It's needed to provide for your family. It's like, imagine you could give some money to your parents every month and just like give them so much more freedom with that. That would be absolutely epic, wouldn't it? Imagine you could buy like the newest iPhone or the newest MacBook or whatever like watch or whatever the fuck you want, yeah. That'd be really epic. And imagine you had the freedom to travel to any country in the world, and you had this freedom, and you were this young man who's actually achieving shit in his life and actually has the freedom of not having to basically be enslaved by university or a 9-to-5 job or something. That'd be a really epic life. You need money for that. And YouTube and selling a product to your audience, selling a product to your following is by far the easiest way and the most purposeful and fulfilling way, and we'll get onto that in a second, that you can do this. And so for the rest of this video, I just want you to essentially turn your brain off. Okay, stop like the critical thinking, stop overthinking everything I say, because I'm in the position that you want to be in. And so if you essentially just copy what I do and let me upload my brain into yours, if that makes sense, then you're going to simply become more like me, which means you are going to be way more likely to be able to make money. There is genuinely so many idiots online who are making like 10K a month or more, just by like copying the advice of like their mentors and stuff, and literally just being like autistically copying methods and stuff. And so I want you to literally just copy exactly what I'm going to teach you in this video. And I can guarantee you that if you stay committed to this for more than like a month or so, you will start making money from this. And it is simple as that. So you've probably already done this next step, and it's a fairly simple and easy one in the grand scheme of things. And that's to simply just stop being brain dead. Just get onto some form of self-improvement where you have some form of discipline in your life. Don't just be like an indoor hermit where you're just on like video games all day on your computer, because you need like a level of discipline in your life if you want to do this. Like, nobody will tell you this. Like, all these fucking YouTube video IQ fucking guru shit, they will never actually tell you that you need to put fucking a load of work in. They will not tell you that you need to be waking up at 5 a.m. or earlier every single morning and working to get ahead of the competition. They will not tell you that, because again, that's the hard advice. And if they gave you the hard advice, then like obviously none of the fucking poor people with the hard mentality mindset would actually watch them. And so you need to just stop essentially being retarded. Okay, you've got to have some level of discipline in your life where you can have a few hours per day where you can actually like focus, work with no distractions. You've got to get rid of all the notifications on your phone. Okay, you've got to get rid of all the video games. You've got to get rid of all the like shit in your diet that's going to fuck up your brain and everything. You need to basically lock in. Okay, you've got to lock in if you want to do this. And locking in, it becomes very easy once you actually start to get results with this, because once you start to get results, you become way more motivated because you actually see that this shit works so well. But for now, okay, you just need to make sure essentially you're not just some like brain dead retard that has no chance of actually succeeding. You need to have some level of discipline in your life. I don't think there's a single successful person who has got successful without working hard. It's just, you deeply like subconsciously understand this too. You need to work hard. You need to work harder than everyone else if you want to get ahead of everyone else. I wake up at 3:30 a.m. every morning. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. this morning. Okay, and I've been editing videos and planning videos and working on my course since 3:30 this morning, and now it's 6:43. Okay. And now I'm recording the video because it's getting light, and obviously I need the daylight to record my videos. I've already worked for 3 hours this morning while my competition is still waking up, and that's why I am successful, and it's as simple as that. You need to basically work harder than your competition if you want to get ahead. You're not going to be able to bench 80 kilograms if you haven't already benched 50 kilograms. You're not going to be able to build a business if you haven't already got disciplined. Okay, it's as simple as that. You need to do the first step, which is essentially become a real human being and not just like some brain dead retard who's still addicted to everything. You need to do that first step before you can do the second step, because everybody, including these YouTube gurus, acts like you just got to like get the right video title, get the right video idea. Yeah, guys, just do 30 minutes of cute work, little tasks, changing my YouTube banner and changing my profile picture and do a little bit of color grading on this. They act like you've got to do like that little shit. I'll be honest with you, and it's fucking brutal to say, but you probably actually get a bit motivated when I say this. You've got to put the hard work in. There's no one who's ever made $1,000, $10,000 online who hasn't worked hard. It's as simple as that. You literally just need to copy what I say. Okay, copy what I say exactly. Be autistic about it, and then work pretty hard, and you will get success in this. So essentially, the way this model I am teaching works, and I'll talk you through it again, is you make videos on YouTube teaching some sort of skill or something you have made some progress in, something that you're better than you were before in. So something you've basically just got better in. You teach your own lessons, you teach your own stories onto YouTube. You give your basically lessons and your advice into YouTube videos. And then guys who are still like your younger self, who are still struggling with this problem, they see your YouTube videos, they listen to your advice, and they improve their own lives from your advice. They make progress in this thing that they're struggling with because you've already made progress and you teach your lessons and your advice to them. And they start really liking you because you've essentially changed their life for completely free with YouTube videos, and they start following you and they start really loving you. And then what you do, you go away and you create some sort of paid product like a course or a coaching package or some sort of like private community or something that you can sell to them, which will get them more results and help them even more. And you go away and create this, and you get a link for this where they can buy and they can send you money to get this course or this coaching. And you put this link in your description, and then during the video, what you will tell them, you'll look at them and you'll say, and also, if you want to get more help and if you want me to work with you, or you want to get my course and you want to pay some money to invest in improving yourself even more, then there's a link in the description for that. You can go and click that and you can go and buy that right now. And what these guys will do, because you've already helped them so much and because they like you so much, they will see that they can get even more help from you, by paying you some money. And what they will do, they'll hear you say that, they'll go and click on the link and they'll go buy your product. And then obviously they'll pay you money, and so you'll be making money. And at the same time, you'll also be helping them to improve their life even more. And this is kind of an off tangent, but doing this business model is so much better than like dropshipping or copywriting or anything else. And that's simply just because it's purposeful. It gives you a level of fulfillment in your life, and that makes hard work so much easier, because when you see you're changing people's lives, when you see that you're helping people and you're improving people's lives, your life just becomes so much better because you realize you're actually having a positive impact on the world. Like all these dropshippers, copywriters, affiliate marketers, they're not actually like improving the world at all, really, are they? Like doing affiliate marketing, yeah, you're helping some like Chinese company to get more sales. Dropshipping is the same, you're just helping some like random Chinese company to get more sales. That's the only like positive impact you're having on the world. And if you compare that to changing other guys' lives, guys who were like your younger self, who are still struggling with the problems you solved, helping them to solve their problems, it's so much more purposeful and it's so much more fulfilling. And like, you probably know this too, like, you don't want to just like be if it almost feels like kind of scammy doing dropshipping, because you know you're not actually helping anyone. You're just helping like middle-aged, like people in the West who have some sort of money to like buy some Chinese product. You're just like being the middleman. You're not actually providing any value. But when you're teaching your own lessons, you're essentially learning about life yourself, getting your own life lessons, and then passing that on to people who aren't at your level yet. And you're helping more people to progress, and you're contributing to the world. And it's a really, really beautiful thing. And when you realize you are actually having a really positive impact on the world, hard work just becomes so, like, it's genuinely so easy. Like waking up at 3:30 a.m. for me isn't even hard whatsoever. And that's because I enjoy it. I wake up excited to work because I know that I'm having a positive impact on other people, and also like making money and getting rich from this. That also makes it so much more motivating when you're actually getting results. But trust me, this level of purpose matters, and you probably won't realize this yet, but once you actually do get to it, you will realize it. Getting to this level of purpose where you're changing people's lives, that becomes worth so much more than any money. And like I said before, when I was in like the intro of this video, I said there's something that matters so much more than actually making money. This is purpose. It is impacting the world and having a legacy from your life. That matters so much more than any money. So you might be thinking now, but yeah, like no one's gonna listen to me. I'm just like some young guy. I've made some progress in the gym, or I've made some progress in my social skills, or I've made some progress in whatever skill. But who's going to listen to me when there's like professors and there's professional bodybuilders? Plenty of people will listen to you, trust me, because imagine your younger self, okay? Your younger self when you were still struggling with this problem that you've solved now, whether it be the gym. Let's just use the gym for an example. You were struggling with like building muscle, okay? Maybe you were struggling because your parents didn't let you eat like more meat or eat more eggs, and so you couldn't really bulk properly. Let's say you were struggling with that problem, okay? When you were in that period of your life, who would you listen to more? Would you listen to the professor who's telling you to eat like 0.8 grams of protein per like pound of body weight and everything, and do this and do the fucking shoulder raises, whatever the fuck it is, in this way? Like, he's going to give some good advice and it's going to be credible. But he's not going to be able to tell you what to say to your parents, which will let you bulk better and convince your parents to let you eat more eggs. But your current self, like, you've learned that lesson. You already know what to say to your parents, which will convince them to let you eat more eggs. And so your younger self, you'd probably listen to the guy who's in your place right now, if that makes sense, who knows what to say to your parents to let you eat more eggs. But this professor doesn't actually know that. So the point I'm trying to get to is that you are way more relatable to the guy who's just like a year or two behind you, if that makes sense, than the professor is, okay? Because the professor in the university, he knows all the like the credible advice, and he has like the degrees and everything to back it up, and he has the studies and stuff to back it up. But he's not gonna like be able to tell you some story of some time he was in the gym and it was so hard and he had to push even harder, and this one thought he thought in his mind actually helped him to push harder. Like, he's not gonna be able to give you that really specific niched advice, okay? But your current self would be able to give that specific niche advice because you're in that position where you've learned these lessons pretty recently, you know? When I started this YouTube channel, I was literally a 14-year-old sitting in like a field. I'd been on like I was sitting in the woods, sorry. I'd been on self-improvement for like 6 months at the time, and people still listened to me because there were guys who had just been on self-improvement for a couple of days or a week. Yeah, they just learned about this new like self-improvement thing recently. And then they see another kid who's only 14 years old, the same age as them, who's already made like 6 months of progress. They're way more likely to listen to me than like Andrew Huberman, who's like 50 or whatever. Yeah, making videos and like with his science shit. Yeah, they're more likely to listen to me because I'm more relatable to them, and so I can give them the more niched, specific advice. And so if you've got like an entertainment channel or something where you're just trying to like increase retention and you're not really like having an impact on other people's lives, so if you're like making some sort, even if it's like a faceless channel, that's fine. Your channel basically just has to be teaching one specific problem and helping one specific type of person with one specific problem, and you really, really niche down and make it super specific what you're helping people with. An entertainment channel won't work because you need to be like positively influencing other people and helping other guys to improve their lives, because an entertainment channel, no one's really gonna like take it seriously. Like if Mr. Beast started selling a course, I mean, if Mr. Beast has got loads of credibility, but you can imagine most of its audience are just like little kids, you know? And that basically goes for most entertainment channels. Even if you're making an entertainment channel like true crime or some sort of like more mature topic, the guys who are watching it, they're not like serious about solving their problems, and so it's not really going to be able to work to sell anything to them. But if you're making like a channel on how to improve your games, and even if it's like a faceless channel, that will still work, because the guys who are watching those videos, they're serious about improving their problems, and so they're way, way, way more likely, and they're really the only people who will actually buy a paid product from you, which will improve their lives, okay? And so what you need to do, you need to essentially stop trying to please everyone and like niche down, become really, really specific on one type of person and one problem you're solving, okay? So you could help young guys who are trying to bulk to convince their parents to help them eat more, and that's like really, really like one specific thing, but it's essentially like the divide and conquer mentality. Because you're at like level 1 with this right now, you don't really have much ability to conquer essentially, and you don't have much ability to become the best in your topic. And so if you try and like conquer a wider area, if you're, let's say you've got like a really small army right now, yeah, you're like a conqueror, you're like a leader, you're an emperor. Let's say you're like your empire and your army is really, really small now. If you go and like try and invade the whole entirety of Europe, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that, yeah? But if you just start off like trying to invade Poland and just start off small, and then you go to like, I don't know, who the fuck did Hitler invade next? I don't know. France, yeah. So maybe you just start off like invading Poland, and then you get control of Poland, and then you go for Denmark, and Denmark surrenders, and then you go for France. You do it like, you start off small and you expand as you go. Instead of just like trying to conquer Russia first, if that makes sense, you conquer the weaker nations first. And so the way we bring it back to your niche is, I've just come up with that analogy right now. The way we come back to your niche is you start off with a really small specific thing, okay? And so you start off helping young guys who are maybe 15, 16, 17 years old, whose parents don't let them eat more eggs, or whose parents don't let them book more, or whose parents are vegan. That'd be a really, really good one. If you had like vegan parents, like my friend, his parents are vegan and everything, and he had to like convince them to let him eat meat and everything and let me eat eggs. And that's actually, I need to tell him to do that, because he's doing like, his niche is basically helping people to improve their physique, and he's like from Florida and everything. So the one I came up for him was like the Florida Physique. That's like the name of like the course he's basically going to sell, is the Florida Physique, because he's got like a good ripped physique. And so he's going to be helping like young guys whose parents are vegan, okay, or whose parents are vegetarian, to convince them to let them eat more physique, to eat more meat, not to eat more physique, to eat more meat, so they can improve their physique. And he's just titling it as like the Florida Physique, because he lives in Florida and he's always on the beach and shit. And so if you could like niche it down to something really specific like that, you're essentially invading Poland instead of invading Russia, if that makes sense. You're starting off like smaller so that you can grow first, and you can become stronger first and get your army working and get your army in the right flow of things first before you go on and try and invade the rest of Europe and the rest of the world, okay? Because you can imagine if like Germany and Hitler tried to invade like the whole of Europe all at once, like imagine like they went in every direction first. They tried to invade the UK, they tried to invade Poland, they tried to invade Russia, they tried to invade Switzerland all at the same time. Then that probably wouldn't really work. They'd probably just get like fucked up because they're trying to fight like fronts on every single side. Whereas if they just like invaded Poland and then Denmark and then France first, I don't know if that's the actual order or whatever, and then they went for like Belgium and Netherlands and shit, then they'd have a much higher chance, because it's like the divide and conquer mentality. Yeah, you just go on something specific first and you get that done. Then you go on something else specific and you expand a bit more and you get that done. The easiest way is to niche down on your avatar. Okay, your avatar is like the ideal person who you're going to be helping. And so you really think, well, who's a like really specific person? Who's a really specific type of guy that I'm going to be helping? And to choose your avatar, the really, really easy one, the really, really easy way to do this is to simply just choose your younger self. Think of your younger self a year or two ago, maybe even just a few months ago. What problem was it that you were struggling with, that you have made some progress? Maybe even if you've not like completely solved it now, that's fine. But what's some problem that you were struggling with a couple months ago or a year or two ago, which you have now solved or made a load of progress in? Yeah. You basically just teach that that problem that you've now solved to guys who are just like your younger self, because trust me, you're not special at all. There are so many guys who are like your younger self who are still struggling with that problem, and it's essentially your duty now to help them to solve this problem that you have already solved. And if you're overthinking, yeah, should I choose this one or that one, or I can't really think of whatever to choose, literally just think of one right now and just choose it. Even if it's not like perfect in your brain, you're gonna make way more progress, and you're going to make more progress, on figuring out your niche, and you're also going to make more progress on YouTube and making videos and everything. If you just choose your niche right now, if you've already got a YouTube channel with your niche set up, that's really good. Nice one for taking action like already and basically taking action before you've even watched this video. Good one for actually having that already going. Like genuinely, I respect you for doing that. But if you haven't actually started yet and you're still trying to like figure out your niche, basically everyone at this point, like 99% of guys at this point, they're just gonna like not actually choose one right now. They'll say, oh yeah, I'll go do this later, I'll do that later, and then eventually they'll basically never actually get it done. If you want to get ahead of everyone right now, and you actually want to get into this 1% right now, you just got to choose something right now. Like, don't overthink it, because you will make more progress in figuring out what your niche is by actually going down the path of like just choosing one niche. So let's say you don't know whether you should do like social skills or whether you should do fitness. Just choose like one or two. Let's just say just choose fitness. Now, fitness is by far the easiest to make money in. After that, it'd probably be like, I don't know, girls, teaching guys how to get girls and stuff. After that, it'd probably be like social skills. After that, it'd probably be like making money and stuff. But just choose a niche right now. If you can't think of one, if you made some progress in your physique and everything, just teach fitness, and then think of like what specific problem. Maybe you were like really skinny and you were like really tall, and you could have like tall, skinny guys to build muscle. Maybe you were fat, but your parents like always bought you McDonald's. Yeah, maybe you can teach that specific problem. Yeah, don't just teach fitness because that's like too broad. And again, we've got to like make it way more specific. We want to invade Poland instead of invading the whole of Russia. Yeah, and I love that analogy. I'm going to use that loads now. And so just like choose one specific thing right now, and just choose it right now. Do not delay this. Just have it like written down in your notes. Yeah. And just have it like, okay, this is what I'm going to do for now. Even if it's not perfect, I can change it at a later date, because I guarantee you, the niche you choose now isn't going to be the one you get rich in. My first niche was like self-improvement, and then I went more into like, how to grow on YouTube, and then I went into like how to make money. I'm obviously in how to make money right now. Then I went off into filmmaking, and then I went back to self-improvement, and I've just changed like loads and loads, okay? So just literally just choose one niche right now. You will change it, I promise you. You will eventually change it. You will figure out something that's even better for you. But right now, just choose one thing, okay? And you start with that. Go forward with this video with that in mind. And then essentially what you do, once you chose your niche and you know what you're going to be helping people with, you just get out your phone, or if you've got a camera or GoPro or whatever like I do, then you can record on that. But if you just got your phone, then that's completely fine. Basically, everyone makes their first videos on their phone, okay? You don't need to be perfect starting out. And you get your phone, you can just go on the front camera or the back camera, whatever you choose, and you just look at the camera and you just talk about what you have made progress in. Okay, what would you talk about your lessons, you talk about your own stories, and you just talk as if you're talking to your younger self from like 3 years ago, and or whenever it was you were struggling with this problem. And you just give all your lessons and all your advice on this. And if you don't really know what to say, then what we can do now is we can plan our videos. And so I've got in the description right now, there is a full template, literally like a full template, full like written guide on how you can plan talking head videos. If you've already got a channel set up where you're like making facelift videos with like the little drawings and stuff, and that's pretty cool, like carry on doing that. You've already got an audience and that, you've already got your niche, sick, okay. If you're just starting out right now, or you've just started before and you've kind of got your niche going, you've already got like a bit of a YouTube channel going, I can help you to make your videos so much better, like genuinely so much better, just from the planning section. And so right now, click in the description. There is a link right there. I think it might be the second or third link in the description. It'll say like Sam's video template planning. Okay, just click on that, go through that right now, and just basically plan your first video, or plan a better video in this like specific niche you've got. Like do it like genuinely right now. You can pause this video and just go through it. It'll take you like 5 minutes. Just go through that right now and plan a really good video with that template I've made you for there. And you'll probably also see another link down there, and that's the link to my course. And in my course, I will teach you literally everything that got me from $0 to $6,000 by selling a product to my YouTube audience without having a massive channel. And if you've just got a small channel and you want to make a fuck ton of money, I will teach you literally everything you need to know to do that. The link's down there if you're interested. And so what you've got to do is literally just follow this template, okay? Plan your first video right now, and then where you're sitting right now, you can pause this video and you can literally just record a video right now. If you already make videos, that's cool. This is just for the guys who need to start or need to carry on if you've already started like before, but you kind of quit since, okay? Literally make a video right now and take action on this, okay? Even if you've already started, you could like genuinely record a video right now just with like the new script you planned. This template genuinely, it makes your videos so good because it makes it just flow like really well. And so seriously, okay, you'll get ahead of everyone else because basically no one's gonna do this. Plan a video right now. It'll take you 10 minutes to do, less than 10 minutes even. You literally just like duplicate the page and everything. You write what I tell you to write. You literally just copy what I do, okay? And then you can go and record that video right now on your phone and literally just take action on this right now, because the biggest number one thing, okay, that holds basically everybody back is literally just taking action. Because most guys, 99% of guys, this is probably you too, okay, you'll watch this video and then you just won't take action on it and you won't do anything and you'll stay where you were before and you won't end up making any progress. But the 1% of guys, okay, who actually watch this video, they will take action, okay, and they will get ahead of everyone else and they will make progress on this. And the thing is, if you haven't started already, there's these guys who are just like your younger self, who are still struggling with that problem that you used to have. And they're still going through so much pain. Imagine how much pain you went through, to try and solve this problem. They are probably experiencing that. No, not probably, they are experiencing that right now, but 10 times worse, because they've still been struggling with it while you've been solving this problem, okay? You need to help them. It is your duty to help them. And trust me, when you do change their lives, it will feel so genuinely good for you. And just some like extra bonus YouTube advice that basically nobody will tell you is at the start of your YouTube journey, if you still haven't got good at making videos, if your videos are still kind of shit and you don't really like watching them back, or you still see yourself as like a beginner with YouTube, the best number one thing you can do is to stop trying to make good videos and just make more and more videos. Because look at it this way. If you're at level 1 right now, or level 2 or level 3 in making videos, the best video you can make compared to the worst video, or not necessarily the worst video, but just like your low effort 10-minute video you can make. So the 10-minute video compared to your best video that you spent hours on, the difference in quality between them, it isn't really much in comparison to how good like the professionals' videos are, if that makes sense. And so the normal viewer, they're used to watching like really high quality production videos, okay? And so they will see you as a beginner no matter what. Even if you put loads of effort into a video, they're gonna see you as a beginner no matter what. And so your best video compared with your worst video, they're really not gonna be much different in comparison to like the viewer's perspective. And so there's no point in you just putting like 10 hours into one video, because it's not really gonna be any better than when you put 10 minutes into a video. But for you to make a really good video that the viewer does actually see as like professional, you first need to get the experience to become a professional, to become really high quality in making videos, okay? So the best thing you can do is to simply just make more videos and get more time recording, and just basically make more videos, just get more time recording, get more experience on camera. I've made like over maybe almost 200 videos, and that's only on YouTube as well. I've also like spent so much time on calls talking to people. I've leveled up my speaking skill so much. I literally, when I started, I had like a really bad lisp. I had a speech impediment. I'd slur my words and shit. I couldn't look at the camera. I'd be looking away at the camera. And then I just pause and like zone out thinking about something. Then I look down on my script. And the reason that I've been able to improve recording, and the reason I've been able to make this video, which is probably like 40 minutes or an hour long, I don't know. The reason I'm able to do this is because I've practiced, okay? Because I've practiced to get to this point. You're not going to be able to make a video as good as mine if you're still a beginner, simply just because you haven't got the experience in it, okay? And so you just need to level up your skill if you want to become actually good enough to make good videos. Because look at it this way. If you want to get rich as fuck and you want to make good videos, if to be able to do that, to be able to get rich and to be able to make money and to be able to get good videos, your current self can't actually do that, because to do that and to achieve the money, you have to first become the person that can achieve the money, if that makes sense. Your current self, where you are right now, the reason you aren't rich as fuck, the reason you haven't made your first $1,000 on YouTube is because you are not the person that can do that. If you want to do that, you have to first become the person that can do that, okay? The reason you haven't, basically, what you've got in life right now, you deserve, okay? And so if you want more, you basically have to become a person who deserves more. And so if you want to become a person who deserves more money, or become a person who can make better videos, you first have to become that person that can make the better videos. And so to become the person that can make the better videos, you have to just make more videos and get more experience and get more level up in it, essentially. And furthermore, especially when you're a newer YouTuber and you have a small channel, uploading more gives YouTube more opportunities to push your videos and to basically show more people your videos, and just to try and test your videos out to see if they're good or not. Because the way YouTube works, and you already know this too, if a video performs well, it gets more views. And so for YouTube to check if your videos is good, they're gonna push your videos to a few people at the start, even if your video is shit. And so if you just upload more videos, you're gonna get YouTube pushing your videos and trying out your videos more, which means you're gonna grow more, because YouTube is gonna have more opportunities and more chances to push your videos to test them. And so you're just gonna like grow more at the start if you upload more, compared to if you upload less and try and put more effort in. And at the same time, you're also gonna be improving and making better videos. And so there's literally no reason to not upload daily, or even more than daily. And so to recap, you make these educational videos teaching some specific problem. Yeah, you use my video script template, and you just make these talking head videos, or if you've already got a channel going, that's really, really great. And you make these videos to help people, okay, to help guys who want to improve in this specific thing, okay, and you help them, okay, and they really, really love you, and you build up a following of people, of these guys who are improving their lives, okay, and then what you do, you go and sell a product to them. And this is where the juice of this video is. I'm going to tell you exactly what product to sell and how to sell it, and what you can set up literally right now to potentially get your first sale genuinely today. And this leads us on to step 4. You have this following of guys who are absolutely crazy for you, okay, you might not see it yet, but you probably do, especially if you're already making videos. There's probably like at least 5 or 10 people, even if you've got a small channel, there's at least 5 or 10, if you've got a bigger channel, even more, guys who watch all of your videos, who really just like what you're doing, and who take your advice, and who are improving your life, who are improving their lives from your videos and from your lessons, okay? There's going to be these guys who just love you. They just love you. They trust you so much because you've already helped them to change their life, okay? They have money, and you want money, and they want more help, and you can help them more. And so what's the best thing we can do? Well, the best thing we can do is for you to sell a product to them where you help them more and you get their money. And so you make this product like coaching or a course, and we will get onto what I'm going to teach you to do, the exact thing, like model I'm going to teach you to do, the exact product I'm going to teach you to do. I'm going to explain that in a minute. But you will sell this product to them, okay? And because they love you so much and they want more help, they'll hear you say, oh yeah guys, link in the description, you can go buy that right now. They'll click on your link, they'll go and buy it, and then cha-ching, you've made money, and you're also helping people, and you're having a positive impact on them, and you're actually changing their lives. And it's genuinely actually like so easy to do this. It's just insane. It's just this new model of selling yourself and selling your own lessons and selling your own stories and selling your own progress. Like you don't technically need to like go away and create a product like you do with like making like an AI product or some sort of software. Like to do that, you go away and make a product. You are already the product with this. Your lessons and your advice already exists. You literally just have to like materialize it into some sort of video or some sort of course. Yeah. And it's just, this is why this works so well. This is why I've made so much money with a small audience. This is why I already changed loads of lives. And this is why this is working for so many other people too. It's so easy to do this. And if you feel like this is like a bit scammy or whatever because you're selling an online course, trust me, it is like I said at the start of the video, it's the poor people's mindset, okay? It's the poor people's mindset, which is, it's indoctrinated you. It's got into your mind, and what's the word? It's got into your mind. It's taking control of your mind to stop you from getting rich. These poor people, they've put their beliefs into your mind because to try and stop you from getting rich, because if you get rich, they're going to be jealous of you, and it's going to bring them out of their little fantasy that being rich is a bad thing, okay? And it's going to bring them back to reality if you become rich. And so they've put their beliefs into your mind that getting rich is a bad thing, and people who are rich are scammers, okay? Just think, like, when you were younger though, and you were struggling with this problem that you've solved now, you were struggling with it so badly. Imagine there was someone like your current self who was making videos on YouTube to help you to solve your problems. And it's so specific, and you're like, shit man, this is the exact guy I need. This is the exact guy I need. There's people out there right now, just like your younger self, who are still struggling with their problems, going through so much pain. And it is your duty to help them, okay? And they, like I said, they have money. You want money. They need help. You can help them. It's just this perfect like win-win-win-win scenario, this win-win-win situation. And it's actually more morally right to sell a product and to take their money than it is not, okay? Because let's say you made this course to help people, yeah. The course by itself, obviously, you know, giving your lessons out by itself without like selling it or whatever, that's obviously morally right. But to sell it is actually more morally right than to not sell it. And I'll tell you why. It's because if you gave your course away for free, okay, these guys who need your course and need your advice, they'll probably watch it and they go through it. Maybe they take a bit of action, but they wouldn't really take it as seriously as if they bought it. Because if they spent $100, $200, $500 on buying your course, okay, they will take it so much more seriously than if it was for free on YouTube, because they would want to get as much value out of their money as possible, okay? And so they're going to take your course way more seriously. And then because of that, they're going to take your advice way more seriously, okay? And then so they're going to get way more results than if they had just like not paid for it, if that makes sense. And this is why courses and online products are worth so much more than anything that's free. It's just for the fact that they are paid makes them so much better. And also, if you know someone's going to be paying you for this course, you are going to like almost like force yourself into making it really good, because you're not going to want to like sell someone a product which isn't actually good. And so you actually selling a product, selling a course, if it's the best thing that these guys are going to spend their money on, because they are going to spend their money on something, okay, if you make it the best thing they could possibly spend their money on, that is incredibly morally right, okay? It's as simple as that, because you are outdoing all the competition in how much you are going to help them. And so you are reaching new horizons for how much you're going to help them, for how much money they're going to spend, if that makes sense. And so what actually do you sell? Well, we've got a couple options. We've got a course, we've got a coaching program, we've got like a private community. There's really so many options we have, but the easiest one, because the whole premise of this video is to literally get you taking action on selling something right now, okay? The easiest one that we can do for you right now is to simply just set up a coaching package right now. Selling a course generally is better and you will get more sales with that, but that takes, you've got to whole make the course and it's this whole big process, okay? And so just for now, and I'll probably go into that in a later video, but just for now, because we're just trying to get you to set up something like right now, okay? Don't just say, okay, in fact, I'm not going to do this because I'll set up the course later, okay? You need to do this right now, because you just need to take action right now and just start selling something right now, okay? And so the thing we're going to get you set up right now is a coaching package. And so in the description, there is a link to, it's another template, you probably saw it earlier, a link to setting up your coaching page, okay? I'm now going to insert a screen recording, okay, which is going to go over what to do there. So here is the template for the sales page for your coaching package, which you should set up right now, because basically everybody, okay, who's watching this video, 99% of guys, they're going to watch through this and everything and they're not really going to think about it and they're not actually going to do it. You can get ahead of literally everyone else right now just by setting this up right now, because if you have something to sell right now, like I just said, if you have something to sell, people can then pay you money. The guys who are making money are the guys who are selling something. And so get this set up literally right now. It will take you 10 minutes. You can do it without moving, okay? You can literally do it right here, right now, okay? And also, remember, copy me artistically. Do not change anything about this. You can just keep it like this. You can change like the banner and everything, okay? And you can keep it like this and just make your own adjustments so that it's your page and it will work, okay? I promise you. And so right here, we've got, obviously you're gonna have the title here. So whatever you're teaching, whatever your niche is, okay, just kind of like put the name here. So like I said, my friend Vincent, he's teaching people how to get like a good physique and he lives in Florida. So he's titled his like the Florida physique, yeah? You can just title yours. If you can come up with some like flashy name for it, yeah? If you can't think of anything, just put like, one-on-one coaching with your name to achieve dream result, basically. And then yeah, just copy that, watch the video on full screen right now, just have that copy. And then basically what you're gonna do here, you're gonna have your VSL. Now VSL stands for Video Sales Letter. And what a VSL is basically you creating a video to basically try and convince someone to buy your product, okay? And the VSL is a whole thing, it's a whole nother thing separate. Well, it's part of the sales page, but it's a whole nother thing to teach. I'm not gonna go over it here. But if you want a good example of them, just go down to my link to my course page, and just, even if you're not gonna buy, just copy basically how I do mine there, because that's a pretty good one. That I've got there, and mine converts pretty well. And so you can just kind of like copy mine, but obviously put it into your own words. But just kind of like copy what I say and the flow of the energy and everything. And that's a good example for what you could do for your VSL. So you just basically record a video of you talking, or if you got your YouTube channel already going, you just do it in that style that you already do in your video. So basically just have it like a YouTube video, but explaining for what you do with the coaching. And you can literally just do this in like 10 minutes, okay? You can record for like, you can plan it, you can record, you can get this done in like literally 15, 20 minutes maybe. This VSL, and you upload it on YouTube, put it on unlisted, and then you can just type /video, I think it is, and then you can put your link in there and it'll embed it and make it look nice and big. yeah, we'll just leave it there. And then yeah, here you're gonna have your mission, your mission statement. So this is essentially what you're going to do. And so for example, mine on my course page, if I can remember correctly, it's how to make a fuck ton of money by selling from your YouTube channel by selling a product or something like that, without watching pointless business content. That's my like mission statement. What I'm helping people with. I tell them what I'm doing with just this singular statement. So if you were like walking past someone on the street and you had like 10 seconds, 5 seconds to explain what your coaching was about, this is what you'd put. Okay, so just think of something. Like, don't overthink any of this. Just put it down, because this is only going to stay up for like however long you keep it up before you eventually go all in on making a course and everything, which I teach in my own course how to do that, because obviously selling a course is a one-time payment. It converts a lot better. You'll get a lot more sales doing the course. For now, right now, we're literally just getting it set up so you've got something to sell over the next week or so before we get onto that. But yeah, now the price, $49 a month is actually really, really cheap. Like, this is the really lowest you can do. Honestly, say do $99 a month or $97 a month. And like I said, but I'm pretty sure it's before this in the video, I'm not sure, where I said about how charging high, yeah, I did actually, you've already heard this, charging higher prices is actually better for the customer. Okay, you already know that. I explained that just a second ago. Okay, and so actually charging a higher price like this, it's honestly surprising how much of a like difference it'll do to your conversion rate, how many people buy. Because even though it's like double the price, it's not going to decrease your sales by double. It's only going to decrease your sales by maybe 10 or 15%, but then you're going to be making double the amount of money. And so if you're confident, do it at $97 a month. On my coaching for a long time was $149 a month. If you're selling to like richer people, if you're selling to like middle-aged people, yeah, who have more money, you could do $199 a month, or if you're confident enough, go to $500 a month. Yeah, put your prices up. You already know how that helps people, right? But if you're just kind of unconfident, or you're selling to people in like poorer countries like India, then yeah, keep it at 49. In fact, no, yeah, put it to $97 a month. Just keep that. If you're not sure what to do, put it at $97 a month, okay, and just keep that as your price. Do not change it. Remember, autistically copy me, and yeah, you'll literally copy this exactly, and then in these square brackets here, just put what you must do to achieve your dream results. So if you're helping people with fitness to achieve your dream physique, if you're helping people with getting girls to achieve to get your dream girlfriend, yeah, you just put your dream result in there, and basically what's in your mission statement, you basically just put that there, and then copy all this, book a free discovery call with me. So essentially what we're going to do, we're going to get people from your YouTube videos. In your YouTube video, you're going to say, okay, click the link in my description, I've got coaching there. Then in the description, you'll have the link to this page here. When you make your own page, you can, by the way, there'll be a button up here in the top right to duplicate. And then you can also click share, and then you'll be able to click publish and get a link for it here. And then that's the link you put in your description. Okay. And what people will do, they'll see that link in the description, they'll click on it, and they'll read this, they'll watch your video where you basically convince them to buy. And then you'll have an option here for them to book a call with you. So basically you can go on a sales call with them where you will try and convince them to buy even more. And basically when someone's booked a sales call, especially from something like this, is 99% of the time they've already decided to buy and they're just booking it because there's an option to. But there will be a few people who haven't decided yet, and you'll have to try and convince them. But honestly, like with sales calls, if someone's booked a sales call, it's more or less a sale, especially with something like this, because they're already shown they're interested in it. All you've got to do is close them. And then you copy all this, and then what we're going to do here is create a Calendly link. Okay, so you come over to I can never fucking say it, calendly.com. all right, and you'll come over here. It won't look like this because you won't have any, but you can basically make your account, get to this page if you don't already have one, then create event one-on-one. Just copy what I do basically, and then yeah, you can change your color, whatever. Then you put discovery call for name one-on-one mentorship or coaching. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it 30 minutes. That's all good. Literally just copy what I do. Okay, I'm going through this myself. Just copy what I do. I'll show you all the settings you need to put so you don't overthink anything. Event details, description, mission statement. Literally copy your mission statement here. Okay, and then you can put with me here to discuss this. Well, this doesn't even really matter at this point. They've already clicked on the link, they're probably going to book a call. Just put a house link here basically, so it's not blank. Turn that off. Don't want people adding other people to the call. Scheduling settings. So yeah, here basically you can put your own hours in, like your available hours, where you can definitely take calls and that you're not going to have anything going on. Just put your own hours in there. I've already got mine. You can add like date specific hours if you're on holiday or some shit, I don't know. Buffer time, yeah, so basically put this as low as you're comfortable with. If you don't know what to do, just put 4 hours. But this is like the minimum amount of time that someone can book a call into the future with you for. So let's say it's like 12, it's like let's say it's like 1 p.m. Yeah, it's 1 p.m. and someone's clicked on your link. If you got your available times set to like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. and 6 p.m, it'll only show 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. because they're 4 hours into the future, if that makes sense. But if you put this as 2 hours, then it shows 3 p.m. as well. Yeah, because that's only 2 hours into the future. So this is like the minimum notice that someone can book a call with you. Daily limit, don't put one of them. Start time, just do 30 minutes. 60 days into the yeah, if you want to, that doesn't really matter. Just put 60 or 30. Yeah, we just did that. Booking, okay, this is actually kind of matters here. So you can put like your link here. Just do like calendly.com/ I think you'll be able to change this in settings. Like it might say like have a load of numbers or here, whatever. You can, I'm pretty sure you can go into your like, account settings on Calendly and change that and just put your name or whatever. Then you can have book, or I think I've usually used it, or like book, call, or whatever. It just doesn't even really matter, just to make it look pretty. Yeah, name, email, keep that. Okay, now here what we're gonna do, in fact, let me go onto my old one. Yeah, this is the one I use as the example of the other thing. So yeah, okay. You're just going to copy these questions. So you're going to have one, tell me some about yourself and why you're interested in mentorship with me. Are you able to afford this and are you willing to pay if you decide you want this? Maybe put the price in here too. Yes. And then you get them to set reminders. You just copy all that. Like this doesn't even really matter at this point. I'm just showing you how to do it because if I don't, you're probably gonna overthink it and not end up doing it. And then yeah, I think you actually have to pay for this, and so don't bother with that unless you've got the money for it. I think it's like $12 a month or something like that. So you can send people like reminders and stuff, so they definitely don't leave the call or definitely don't miss it even. But yeah, this is basically good. And then you can get your link, and then you come over to your Notion page, and you can paste your link in there, and then you can like embed it or whatever. Oh shit, oh yeah, in fact, okay, never mind. You can just do it like this. Yeah, there you go. Then, okay, well, yours will probably be valid if you do it right, but yeah, you can have it embedded in there. And then below that you can put, or you can message me if you've got use Instagram, you can put your Instagram. If you use Discord, you use your Discord, just somewhere they can message you, you know? Or you can put like your actual number and say, message me on WhatsApp if you want to do that. But I think less people would probably do it if you put your actual number in, because then they'll reveal their actual number. And some people are like weird with privacy. Then you copy all this, yeah, buy now, and you can have the buy now thing, make the colors all nice. And then yeah, you can just copy that, and then you can put your Stripe link. And so if we come over to Stripe here, I'm probably gonna have to blur a lot of stuff out. You come over here to Stripe, you basically have to make a Stripe account. This is how people pay you, alright? So you come over here, you come to payment links, and then you come up here to new, add a new product, and then you put like one-on-one coaching with name, you just blah description. Put it in US dollars, always put it in US dollars. Okay, don't put it in your actual, like your currency in your country. Do it in US dollars, that's just like the currency of the internet, especially in the space too. US dollars is just like the main one that everyone understands how much it's worth. Because if you put it in like Indian rupees or some shit, like wherever you are from, then, or if I like put mine in pounds, some people like don't have a grasp for how much pounds or like rupees or like euro are worth. And so US dollars, most people like already know the conversion from their currency to like US dollars. I know in like Sweden, it's like 10, I think it's like 10 krone to a dollar. In the UK, it's like 79p to a dollar. I think that's right, yeah. And so, oh, I know, it's the other way around. It's 79 cents to a pound. Anyway, yeah, people understand like how much US dollars are worth, and so just put it in US dollars, and then put your price in, and then make sure to put that on recurring. Auto monthly, yeah, then just click add product created, nice. Then yeah, don't collect their addresses. That's a bit weird. Probably, in fact, you don't even need to do it. In fact, yeah, put a phone number in. Payment page after payment. Yeah, that's all fine. And then yeah, that's all good. So you just click create link. Yeah, this looks all good. And you have your link there. There is a way to like make questions, I'm pretty sure. Edit. To add another product. I swear there was something where you could like add some. I'm not quite sure if you can figure it out, like how, because then you can put a bit like, you could basically put a section where you're saying, okay, I'll message you on WhatsApp or whatever when you buy, but yeah, basically just have a bit where they have to put their phone number in, and yeah, you can have your link there, and then you get the link, just copy that there, and then you come over to Notion, and then you just put your Stripe link in there. Please don't type that link in, pay me money, that'd be a bit weird, and you won't get refunded if you did that, but yeah, and then you just have like, I'm going to change your life or something like that. You can kind of change this and word it a little bit differently so it sounds more like you if you want to do that, but just keep it all the general premise. And this is my own link here, my own CTA. You don't put that in. That's just like my part, me promoting you to go to my course. Yeah, put my link in. Please put my course link in and in your sales page for your coaching. Yeah, but just delete that basically when you do the duplicate, because there's a little duplicate thing up there. And then yeah, you get that. You basically just click share, publish. You get that link. You come over to YouTube Studio. You put that link in your description. During the video, you say, okay, and I've also got coaching. Like you can literally just copy how I've said about my course to you. You can say it in the same way, but in your videos for this coaching, and then. Yeah, basically people come over here, they book a call with you or they buy, and there you go, you've made some money. This isn't like the best thing to do at the start, but it does work. This still does work pretty well. It's much better than not selling anything at all. But obviously, like I said, in my own course, I will teach you how to make a course, literally going autistically into absolutely everything to make sure you do get your first sale, to make sure you do end up making a fuck ton of money. And I think eventually in the future I will make a video going over how to sell a course and everything on school.com, which is how I do it. And that'll probably actually be my next video after this one. But yeah, let's go back to me talking now. And so you should have that set up right now. And like I said, do not change the prices, okay? Do not change anything about that, okay? Keep it as literally as autistically the same as possible, okay, as mine is, okay? Because like I said at the start of this video, there is so many guys who, they're absolutely retarded, okay? All they can do is work hard, and they literally just like copy other people, what they do, and they still make like a load of money from it. It's just honestly stupid how easy it is to do this, okay? And so just copy me, exactly, and just have this up for now, just have the Calendly link and everything up right now, just have that set up right now, please, and then put that link in all your descriptions and everything, and then on your video that you're going to record now, maybe, or in a second, or whenever, your next video that you make, just say on the video, and also, there's a link to my coaching in the description that I'm now offering. You can click that right now. And I'll give you a secret. I'll tell you like a really secret. I've never actually said this before, okay, ever. There is one big difference, okay, with the guys who are making money and the guys who are not making money. Do you want to know what the secret is? There's one big difference, okay? The guys who are making money, okay, and you'll probably punch yourself when you realize this. The guys who are making money are the guys who are selling something, okay? It's not a secret. It's so obvious, okay? But the guys who are making money, they are selling something. It's as simple as that. They are selling something. Right now, if you're not selling anything, you're not going to be making money. It's as simple as that. And so if you want to get rich as fuck and not be like an influencer, getting massive and getting into all these controversies, and you just want to like stay as someone who is making videos on YouTube, changing people's lives, okay, being like morally right, and also making a fuck ton of money from it, this is what you got to do. You've got to sell a product, okay? And so you just need to set this up right now, because like I said, 99% of guys aren't going to do this. I watch this video, they'll say, oh, in fact, yeah, I'll just wait until I see the video that he's going to say how to do the coaching, or the course, sorry, which is better. I'll wait until I do this. No, genuinely, this will take you 15 minutes. Do it right now. Get this link set up right now, because if you're uploading a video today or one of your videos is getting pushed right now, okay, or even if just a few people view, one of those people, okay, or 2 or 3 of those people could have some money and they really like you. And they're like, oh shit, okay, actually, I might actually buy. And because you haven't got anything set up right now, they're not going to see that, they're not going to buy, and you're not going to make any money. And so please just get it set up right now, because right now you're actively missing out on sales. And so once you've got this going and you're making your YouTube videos and you're building up your following and you're selling a product to these guys and you're changing their lives and you are making money from it for yourself, you're now a real entrepreneur. Once you've got your first sale and you've made your first $1 online, you're no longer a one-trepreneur, which is an entrepreneur who just wants to be an entrepreneur, yeah. You're now a real entrepreneur. You are now someone online, a young guy online making money for himself and setting up his life, setting up his future. And you've now actually achieved something in your life. Whereas 99% of guys, they're never actually going to do this. They're going to hear what I say in this video. They'll watch the whole video through like you have, but they're never actually going to take action, all right? But now that you've got your first sale and you've finally done this, you're now a real entrepreneur, and now you're finally setting yourself up for life, and you're ahead of basically everybody in life now, and you're changing these guys' lives. You will start to see the beauty that comes from this. How truly beautiful, I cannot put it into words, how beautiful this is, and you will get obsessed by this beauty. It will outweigh literally anything else. This will become the most important thing in your life. It will become your life. Your old life will basically disappear. All the old problems you used to have, they will no longer matter to you at all. School, your parents, whatever the fuck, okay, that girl at school, all of it like won't even matter anymore to you, because you'll just realize, like, shit, man, this is what I'm doing right here. This matters so much more than anything else. I can change the world with this, and you can. I can hopefully in the future change the world with what I'm doing. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I've got the ambition to do it, and that's because I've seen the beauty and I've seen the true scale of what this can do for you, and the hard work will just simply become easy. Like I said earlier, you need to put a fuck ton of work into making this happen for yourself, okay? But for me, waking up at 3:30 a.m., I mean, it's 7:30 right now. I've been awake for 4 hours, working for 4 hours, recording for, I think, just a bit over an hour now, okay? This isn't hard for me. It's a bit hard, but I've not had any like actual thoughts of wanting to quit, because I just love this so much. And I know if I like quit this video right now, if I quit it half an hour ago, I wouldn't be changing your life, and I wouldn't be helping you to do this. And it's this beautiful purpose and this beautiful fulfillment you get from doing this work that really pushes you through everything. And you might not realize that right now. You probably still have like a lust for money, and that's completely good. That's really, really healthy to have like a lust for money, to want things, to want the materialism. That's completely healthy, because that will get you working, and that is like a dark motivation that actually really, really works. But once you start getting results, you will see the light, and you will be motivated through an energy of light, okay, instead of an energy of darkness. Instead of running away from your trauma, you'll be running towards the beautiful light of changing the world and having purpose, and you will become obsessed with this. And waking up at 5 a.m., it will no longer be hard. Waking up at 3:30 a.m. or earlier, I sometimes wake up at 2 a.m., yeah. Doing that, it will not be hard for you, okay? It simply will not be hard for you, and your life will just genuinely, it'll become so, so beautiful, because you'll have a reason to work hard. I'm always going to be here for you. I'm always going to be here for you, making these videos, leading you on in life, teaching you how to be a better human being, and teaching you how to have a genuine impact on the world, and teaching you how to make a fuck ton of money for yourself. I will always be here for you. I really am excited to see where we will go together, because if you've watched this video all the way to the end, however fucking long this video is, I'm estimating this to be like 40 minutes at this point. It's probably going to be a bit longer, I don't know. But if you've watched all the way through this, because basically no one will, the retention at the end of this video is going to be like 10% or something. And you're clearly different from everyone else. I just want to say that you're clearly different from everyone else. You're clearly serious about this. And so I genuinely am excited to see where we can go from this. And so if you've liked this, and I'd appreciate if you'd leave a comment, because I'll reply to the comments. I really, really like seeing who's watching my videos and who I'm helping. And if you want to invest into improving yourself even more, then the link for my course is in the description. It's literally everything I know. And I mean, I've already talked about that purpose and everything in this video, and how I enjoy changing people's lives so much. I will change your life in there too. I've already changed the guys' lives with it. The link for that is down in the description. Go click that right now if you're interested.